Neuropathy is a painful condition that affects millions of Americans. So who exactly is at risk? Well, Dr. Joshua Logan has all the answers. It's Thursday. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. It's good to be back.
Thursdays are always better with your expertise. All right, last Thursday we talked, and your father-in-law, 65 years old, who's been dealing with neuropathy on and off, you and him were going to climb the Manitou Springs incline.
Yes, we did it.
Did you do it, and how'd it go?
We did it. We did 2,700 plus steps.
Wow.
Me, as well as several of my brother-in-laws, his sons, we all did it all together. And especially with the Manitou Incline, it's a beautiful picture of kind of how health is, as well as how you're improving. Sometimes there's really tough climbs that you have to go through. Sometimes it's easier, but with neuropathy, it can be so debilitating for people, especially at their feet. Numbness, tingling, burning sensations, and for us to all do that together and hike the Manitou Incline was an amazing feature to celebrate a 65th birthday for my father-in-law.
Yeah, you're right, Dr. Joshua. It's a great metaphor. You know, there's going to be some bumps on the road, but when you reach that top, there's that big smile. I'm glad your father-in-law's feeling well. All right, what are some signs of neuropathy?
Yeah, so neuropathy, it affects so many people, but especially for feet and hands, it's usually numbness, tingling, it's nerve damage. And what that does is it causes the nerves to basically break down and die. And that can lead to debilitating issues to where you can't feel your feet again, you can't feel the gas pedal. You really have trouble walking because your balance becomes really concerning. And so it's something that needs to be addressed sooner than later to where it does not progress and potentially lead to walkers, wheelchairs, amputations as well.
Is there a particular demographic where you see this most prevalent?
Yeah, we see so many individuals in our practice from many different causes of neuropathy. I would say the most common that we see is diabetic neuropathy, which if you're diabetic, specifically type 2, 50% of individuals typically will have neuropathy at some point in their life. Not only that, we see a lot of chemotherapy-induced neuropathy patients as well as patients that have gone through surgeries that were failed, where they clipped a nerve and that led to neuropathy symptoms as well too. So it can be really debilitating no matter what the cause is.
What's that treatment process like? You know, fans are listening at home.
Yeah, so we need to determine where the damage is coming from. And so we do a full evaluation in our practice to determine the exact percentage of nerve damage. And that allows us to see, is this a case that we can even help with or not? The amazing thing is we see so many people in our practice that have gone to neurologists, other primary care providers that have told them there's no hope. And we've been able to get full restoration of their neuropathy to where they're having full feeling back. They're driving cars again. They're able to walk the Manitou Incline. And so those are the big things that we need to focus on to see, can we actually help? And if we can, then we go through a full recommendation process. Nothing's cookie cutter for each individual, but we need to make sure that we're getting the nerves to start to healing again, to where there's not any more breaking down or damage to them. But then also we need to make sure that this is something that can be long lasting to where you can do this at the comfort of your own home as well.
We just had some success stories on our screen right there. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I mean, Bill coming in, he's able to drive again, which is a huge deal. Can't feel the gas or the brake pedal, and so being able to feel that sensation again can be the difference between having your independence and not. And so it's so important to get these things evaluated because for so many people, neuropathy can be reversed. It just needs to be caught sooner than later. And that way we can really do the work on the front end to make this a huge change where you can enjoy the quality of life up into your 80s, 90s, hundreds or so, being able to live the fullest potential of yourself as well.
How are you utilizing the latest forms of technology?
Yeah, so we use very specific forms in our practice. We have what's called electrocell signaling technology, which actually reprograms the nerves to start firing properly again. We also use very specific light therapy, which actually helps with more blood flow and circulation into the legs, into the feet. And we also use the most state-of-the-art nutritional recommendations now based on research to actually improve blood flow, circulation, and regenerate nerves to where the tissue can actually heal versus just masking them with medications like gabapentin, Lyrica, Cymbalta. All that does is just masks the symptoms and doesn't get to the root cause. So we have to get to the root cause to actually get long-lasting healing.
All right, we've been flashing that special on our screen all 5 minutes long. You know, what's the special all
about?
Yeah,
so we're doing a full neuropathy exam in our practice for only $49. It's typically about $249, so it's a very significant special with that. To be able to come in, get fully assessed, and really see, is this a case that we can help with? And if we can, we'll walk through all our specific recommendations, program details, expectations, so you know exactly what to expect to get the healing that you need.
Are you doing the Manitou Incline again this weekend with Dad-in-law?
Maybe not this weekend, but it's coming up in the near future again.
Glad your father-in-law's feeling great.
Absolutely.
Thanks for all you do for the community.
Thank you so much.
We're lucky to have your expertise in our area.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Remember to call and receive that special $49 offer that Dr. Joshua Logan was talking about, and a special thank you to True North Health Center for sponsoring this segment.